me feel happy. So that's where I take this opportunity to express it as is, actually.
You
Okay,
know,
so
many people had to forward it to reach it to Akash, and then that is how. So you know, they say, right, the whole universe will conspire for you to get it. I
exactly.
can really see it because I think 2 or 3 people had to forward it to reach it to Akash. You know?
And it's like reached, and I was like, wow. And I could read like about 25 pages. So, so that I could contribute to the session. And communication is something which I really relate to a lot. What I feel is, whatever be the topic, whether it's a technical or non-technical, I feel the moment you see somebody who is able to communicate, that person may or may not be an expert in that, but they are able to convey to you the best that they could, and that is what reaches people well. As the book says, what I liked about the book till now is they took very factual information in terms of relating to the presidents, right? Like when you look upon somebody as a leader, the highest the persona that you can get is somebody at a level of a president, or the political leadership, which reaches out people very easily. So the illustration that they have taken in the book as an opening thing is really good, where they have spoken about the four leaders. I'm very bad at remembering names, but since I've read it recently, I think they've spoken about Reagan, Clinton, George Bush, and Carter. Okay, so the analogies that they have made is really beautiful. What they have said is everybody communicates. I mean, at their level, they are meant to talk, right? They are meant to talk to public, but then some people, some leaders have been beautiful about talking. Some, leaders have been engaging in their talks, and that word engage is so important. They have mentioned like how important it is to connect as part of your communication. If you can't connect, your communication goes in vain. Now, what I could really talk about today is I try to correlate with certain instances. Now, when we say communication, when leaders talk, it's just not about the leadership talk. If we consider our day to day life as well, or so many instances, like if you consider a newspaper, a regular newspaper, what if the language was so complex, and what if the news was something totally unrelated to public will never be able to relate to the newspaper. That's what I could relate. If something, something in blue comes in, and if the public is not able to relate, if the newspaper is not empathetic about what people want to know as news, the newspaper will definitely fail. For that matter, even the news channels today, if the moment we start seeing news channels, going around people, running behind people, and some news which is not fruitful to people, they just switch off the channel, right? So that's where connection and communication is so important. And when, especially in the leadership arena, when leaders are meant to talk to people, if they're not empathetic, and they don't keep people first attitude, I think that communication goes in vain. I have seen some of the leaders in my organization talking. They keep the people first attitude, and the moment they keep the people first attitude, the applause has to happen. Whether applause has to happen or not, definitely people start pooling in terms of communication. And that's the brilliancy about connection. And if let's say, many a times I see that there are talks where people ask, or leaders ask, how do you feel about it? What is your opinion? Do you think this is right? So when you give an opportunity to the audience to participate, that is where the connection happens. So I'm yet to read the book ahead. I believe there's a lot more where it comes out saying, how do you create the connection? We say create a connection, but how do you create that connection? That is what I'm looking forward to in the book. So thank you, Reading Nation.
Fantastic, awesome, wonderful, very nice. Okay, I see Amar has raised a hand, so Amar, over to you, please go ahead.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Yeah, this is Amar. So yeah, from my end also, I started this book yesterday mainly because I had to speak today, and I'm still finishing the previous book, which last chapter I am doing. So I thought, let me start this as well. So what I would like to, again, I also like Shruti, not read much, but I would like to talk about two aspects, which additionally he talks in the initial chapters, apart from what Shruti talked about, is like we all understand that as a human being, or humans are called to be a social animal, which means we want to be socially, be around people or be a part of some other social circle. And that's where the author talks about two things. One is about like in a couple of times, we all know, like most of people working in corporate, some other industries, sometimes we have all hands meeting or different kind of association. And these meetings are not just meant for good food, good drinks. It is also about having some communication, and the intention is to connect. Because a lot of times people are, when we are working, we are mainly involved with our work, whatever kind of profile we work. And then maybe not everyone has time to connect and know each other, or communicate and know each other. And that's where the leadership team talks about that. Of course, food and all is just, you can say, a way to attract people to join there. Otherwise, if they say that, okay, if you have to just come there and communicate and connect, mostly people will not land up. But that is just a way so that, okay, people want to have it, and along with that, they can talk something outside work and try to communicate, and then eventually connect. Because when the personal connection happens, a lot of time we have also seen, means most of us working in corporate, if you have traveled abroad for your projects, there is nothing rocket science that project, whatever 1 month you travel, cannot be done by here. It's not that. But why company sends still? Because when you know your peers, when you meet them, and when you come back, there is a different connection happens. You are much more familiar. We are all much more familiar, and we able to relate a face when we are talking over calls. So that's all. Because I have seen couple of times, there is nothing maybe our parents feel really proud of, but they don't know. It's more about just to connect. We all understand that that work can be done from here also. Same way, a lot of time we all love to stay more in apartment culture rather than an independent house. Again, the reason comes the same thing. If you see, we all want to go down, see some people, connect with them. Neighbors are there, of course, but again, everyone loves to be in an apartment, because then you have a gated society and all, because then you are able to communicate with some people. We find some more new culture, become aware of it, and then eventually the connection happens, because we all love to be a social person. And that's where I am able to relate. So of course, the author talks that every day we are bombarded with more than 35,000 messages, some number he was telling, and more than 16,000 is what we speak. But out of which, how much, bombarded with 35,000 messages a day and speak about 16,000 words a day, which means 16,000 words. If we try to just write it on a daily basis, whatever we speak on an average, it might become a library in just 1 year. But how much words of that are really those words which are able to connect? And that's a really a strong point author is trying to make here. So those were my understanding, and I think that's all I wanted to share here. Thank you.
Absolutely. And that is the reason, if you see the Amar, what he's talking about, the on-site, today the video meeting is taking place because of this new world, what we all are learning right now. Why you have to switch on a video? Because we are able to connect. We are able to understand, right? We are able to get the feeling, correct? So that's very important. Very nice. Wonderful. Okay. Over to Peru. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Akash. So I was always looking to read this book once again. I had read this book like a year before, and I loved that book. And when this book again came, I was excited about it because I always wanted to read it again. It helped me a lot last year also. So this time when I have been reading a couple of chapters so far. So the first analogy that the author gave was regarding a telephone call, like. Suppose we are speaking to someone on some interesting topic, and all of a sudden the line gets cut. Then we will feel little frustrated that we aren't able to connect back. So over a telephone call, when the line gets cut, we will come to know that whether we are connecting with the other person or not. But even if you just speak over a call and the line doesn't get cut, how will you still figure out whether you are connecting to that person or not? So that was an interesting analogy that he gave. And when I read about it, I used to think of my office calls. Like nowadays, we never speak face to face. It's all over Zoom calls. So whenever we speak to Zoom, sometimes the other person keeps speaking, and sometimes I used to feel frustrated. And whenever I speak, I try to ask some questions. At least directly, I'll ask them whether you are understanding what I'm saying, so that I'll make sure that is at least I'm trying to connect at least. So that is one thing that I read in the first chapter. And then in the further chapters, this author spoke about that he went to a mountain top called Manchu Picchu, and he liked that mountain top very much. And then later he went back home and then took his family and friends back to the same mountain top, but this time with a different tour guide. So this tour guide bombarded them with all the details like the dates, facts, and never allowed them to take even any pictures till his lecture gets over. So he just wanted to finish his lecture before anyone takes the pictures. So he felt that the author felt that it wasn't the same like the first trip. The second trip was more boring than the first trip because the tour guide wasn't trying to connect with the tourist. So that is where connecting plays an important role to enjoy any situation. So like when I recently I went to a marriage of my sister, so I met a lot of relatives whom I have met only in my childhood days. So since I read that book, generally when I go to a marriage, I don't speak with anyone. Even if they come and speak, I would say, okay, hello, hope you are doing good. That's all, and it would end. Since I read this book, I used to ask them, okay, how are your children doing? Where are you working? Good to stay in connect. Let's stay in touch. We exchange numbers. So like since I was speaking with everyone, one relative who's close to me called me and told, I think you are the busiest person in this marriage. No, I was just trying to understand who are all these people. So and I made a lot of friends there. So in that way, when we try to connect with people and understand more about them, they also want to be with us, and it becomes a more enjoyable experience. Thank you.
Some very nice, practical examples, David. Very nice. Okay, good. Anybody else would like to share today? All right. So how about going through one round of introduction? If you are first time in this today evening, the connect, probably you would like to share your name, who has invited you, what do you do professionally, and what's the reason you came here, right? So anybody who is new, you can go ahead quickly. And then I would like to talk some of my learning of this week. So go ahead, anybody can start.
Okay. Hi, this is Srinivas. I based out in Bangalore. I work with Society General as a technical manager. I joined this group. I would like to improve my communication skills, which I feel there is a lacking in my communication skills.
Very nice, Srini. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, who else?
Should I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Arya Kulkarni and I am from Aurangabad, Maharashtra. So first of all, it's my privilege to be a part of this community, and I would like to thank Peru sir for the opportunity. I am a first year student at Lady Shri Ram College for Women, and I'll be studying economics. And the whole purpose for joining the community is to start reading books. Like I am really interested, but I'm a procrastinator, so I'm unable to start. So this platform should be a head start for it.
Absolutely.
And it's nice meeting you all as well. Thank you.
Absolutely, Arya. One of the thing I can tell you, just because of this community, I am making sure I'm finishing one book, because I am responsible here to speak. I'm running the whole community show, right? So if I've always have a scare that, okay, how making sure that if 10 people are there and everybody putting 1 hour, which means 10 hours of investment, they should get a value. And you want to do it. I think 8th or 9th book of this year I'm reading.
And kudos to you. It's a great initiative, to be honest.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It will help too much people.
Great, wonderful. Who else?
Welcome to the group, Arya.
Yeah, hi. So I'm Lakshmi Priya, and Akshay introduced me to this book club, and I'm attending the first session with her. So I'm based out of Chennai, and I'm a data analyst in a startup company called Crayon Data. And I spoke to Akshay and Peru about this book club, and they told me the topics that you guys plan, the books and topics you guys plan to read on, and those topics are really important to me. I feel that will help me develop. So I'm really looking forward to reading the books. And I think as a community also, rather than just reading alone, it's better to share your views so you can get different perspectives of the same book. So yeah, I look forward to more sessions from you.
Great. Did I miss anyone? As of now, I know only these three. Yeah, Anand, go ahead, please.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Anand. I'm from Belur. Currently working in Bangalore, part of L&T Technology Services, working as a project lead. And I'm grateful to be part of this community. And thanks to Peru introducing me to this community. I'm looking forward to learn and share the knowledge between our.
Fantastic. Welcome, Anand. Wonderful to know about you. Great. I don't think so now I'm missing anyone. So great, wonderful. Forum is open, but let me share some of my learning of this week. And one of the things I learned from this book, everybody communicate, you connect, because one thing is very important for all of us is that connection, effective communication is very, very important at each and every step of life. If I'm working too hard, I'm technically very sound, I'm very good in everything, but if I'm not able to convey, the growth would be very, very minimal. I'll not able to influence people, because connecting could be each and every level, right? You could be an individual person who started a career today. You could be a lead at your position in your job, and where some people are reporting, or you could be a manager, you could be a big function lead. Connection required each and every level. Correct? Because connection could be one-to-one when you're talking to your teammates. Connection could be when you're talking to client and multiple people are there. So you have to connect, or you are leading a function where you're leading organization. Connection required. So connection has to go with every aspect of the life, right? And it's very important. The question is that how effectively you are able to convey your things is most matter. And that's exactly we are learning from this book, because when you start communicating one thing you realize one thing will happen. You start building a rapport with the other person. It could be one-to-one, you start building a rapport. It could be a group. It could be a big conference you are holding, right? You start building a rapport. When you start building a rapport, what happened? When you start building a rapport, what will happen is that you start creating a relationship with them. And once your relationship is in a place, correct? What happened? They will start listening you. They will start listening from you, whatever you're talking about, right? And once they'll start listening, you slowly become influencing there. So connection is important. Why? Because when you connect people, what happens is that you are building a rapport. When you are building a rapport, you are able to build a relationship with them. And when relationship is there, people will listen. And when people will listen, what happens? You become influencing their life. So some of the decision you see, the people will ask why we are so connected, well connected with our own family, our parents, our brothers, our sister. Or you see in your career or in your life, some teacher has been very influencing your career. Why? Or in your whole life. Reason behind it is that they could able to connect with us, and when they could able to connect with us, they have built a rapport in such a way that today for any counseling, for any decision, you go to the teacher, you go to the parents. So as a parents, as a teacher, as a working person, as a good citizen, the connection is more important, because these three parameters, that you build a rapport, you build a relation. When you build a relation, they will listen and you become influencing person. However, you see sometimes there are two kind of people you'll see. The one kind of people you'll see who are more towards they want to just finish the agenda. So I have experience in my own career, some of the managers, nothing wrong per se, depends on the situation. Sometimes people hope finish it up, because they are behind is that might be they are very so fast that they don't want to listen. They want to just give an answer to you. Correct? And another varieties of people you'll see, the empathy, what she was talking about, right? Suti was, they are very empathic listening to you. They are ready to understand your thought process. They're not ready to respond right away. Correct? And that is the biggest difference between a reactive approach and a proactive approach. A proactive is not about taking initiative every time. Proactive is about understanding about your situation, about your feeling, what you're talking about. So same thing happened in our offices, right? If I'm in a hurry to talk something, I maybe have a less time. I can always say, hey, let's talk later, because then due diligently, I'll able to give a right time. And I'll able to understand their feeling, understand their situation, and then I'll able to give a right solution to them to execute the project. Why? Because in the process, what happened? I build a rapport, I build a relation, and since I'm listening, then what happened is that I'm influencing. So what happens? Sometime when weekend I need a work, sometime when the work required to be done by somebody else and the project is in red, those will matter. Correct? So connection at every place is important. Now look at the second kind of people who are really listening you, really understanding you. They are desire to connect. They always have a desire, okay, let me connect, let me understand. Their feeling towards you is always they wanted to understand, right? So as an individual leader, as I mentioned you, as an individual person, right? It is for my better, if I want to good leadership, the connection is important at every step of the life, right? Today, social media, right? Now, a lot of us, for me also, when the social media started in 2020, right? I was not very, camera person, although my pictures comes very nice, but I'm not a person, right? But eventually I read that how to connect. When you connect the people, you have to look at it in the camera. That's the way you connect with people, right? So now we all are learning new things because, travel will happen, the on-site assignment will come, but most of the meeting you see, because of hybrid model, people will start opening an online meeting, and which means that we have to learn how to connect with them. Correct? So that is one of the things we have to learn. So that is the tip of the day. Correct? So as I mentioned, if I'm a father, if I have a child, if I have my team, if I'm a leader, connection is most important for us, right? Now, another thing which I was talking about in your offices, sometimes there are two kind of career will come, right? The one of the career where people want to become architect, and those people are very good technically, right? They can solve the problem like this because they're very good into problem, but they go into their career and stuck because the communication lack. Correct? But inside desire is what we always wanted to connect with people, right? Some people are shy, some people are very friendly, but if I want to grow in a career, I have to learn those gaps and enhance those skills. So the people who connect with others, what is the biggest advantage they get? One of the biggest advantage they have is they always have a better relationship with the people. You look at it, correct? Second thing, what they get, they have a less conflict with the people because the rapport building, because of influencing. So you see, conflict is very, very low. And the more things they get done from the people at any point of time, right? So those are the three important aspects if you learn how to connect with people, how to communicate with you. The topic is very exciting. Everybody communicate, but few connect. The few connect is more important because the few connection, when you're connecting with people, when you're building a rapport with them, when you're listening to them, that connection, building those influence with them. And that is the reason you become a better leader, more communicator, more better way to communicate, right? And that's the reason sometimes you see the team of the people, they always say, hey, you go speak, you go speak. Why? Sorry. You go and speak, you know why? Because they understand this guy could able to more influencing, this guy could able to more nice way communicate and things like that, right? So that's very, very important. Now, understand three things which I learned from this book. God has given three things to us: ability, courage, and the wisdom. Ability, courage, and wisdom. Ability is what? Ability to accept the things, some of the things cannot be changed. Correct? This is very fundamental. This is very important, right? Ability to understand something cannot be changed. Correct? Courage to accept and change things, and wisdom to know what is the difference. Now, all of us have all three: the ability, courage, and wisdom. Correct? Ability is that to accept the things, certain things cannot be changed, right? Courage, that something can be changed. I can change, right? and wisdom to know, but we have to learn that how to have a difference, how to know about it. Because if I do not know that, okay, some of the things cannot be changed, but I still, behind that I want to change, which is not possible to change. So then a problem, right? So for example, if I tell you, there are things I could change, but I didn't know how to change. There are things I know I could change, but I didn't know how to change, which means what I need to work on? I need to work on more of a thinking to solve the problem. So problem solve thinking has to be enabled in a such situation, right? The second example could be my copying skill is very good, greater than connecting skill, which means somebody doing something, I can do it the same way, but I'm not able to connect. So where I have to work? I have to work on the more initiative. If I start, like Peru was talking about, he was not going, and he's right. Most of the time we are like, we always wanted to engross in ourselves, but he went ahead and took initiative, went ahead and told to his relative, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing? How's your kids? And he made a connection, right? He took initiative, right? I need more courage to change the things, which means I need a connection skill. Now, how it is possible, what Shruti was talking about, since I've read a couple of more pages, I would like to talk how it is possible, one and only one thing. We'll talk more things as we go on next week onwards, but only one thing is the first, my attitude. Attitude towards people. And what is the attitude? Valuing people. People have to have values, which means I need not to say you are bad, you are dirty, or I don't value people. That's not. The first important that I have to develop myself when I want to connect with people is my attitude towards people. Correct? My attitude towards people, which means I value people, whatever they are, the way they are. Chota, mota, bada, tena, aada, jaisa bhi hai, kala, gora, jaisa bhi, but I need to value them for their opinion, for their way of thinking, for everything. And that is the first step. When you value them, what happens? How do you connect with people? The first thing, whenever you're talking, you think about themselves rather yourself, which means you you bring the topic which interesting for them more. So when you talk, you look at what they're interesting. Are they interesting about football? Are they interesting about cricket? Are they interesting about journalist stuff? Are they interesting about? So that is the way you start. So first about finding common ground to talk about them, so that it's not like somebody suddenly come and talk about baseball and I do not have any idea about it. Then no connection happening, right? He might be talking about a lot, but you are not listening him because you don't know, right? So we have to always find the common ground, right? Communicate simply, which means I see a lot of people, and I respect English literature, nothing wrong per se, but hey, speak in language which I can understand, right? He speaks simple English, I can understand, right? I'm not an English guy, so, but I respect them, but I'm just saying is that, okay, so when I'm communicating with people, I have to use a simple word, right? Important thing is people are interested always in themselves. They're always interested in themselves. To talk about their interest, talk about what they're interested in, right? Most of the time. And important that through that you inspire them, right? And always when you're communicating, when you're talking, when you're saying somebody good work, be authentic. It should not look like you are trying to, kind of, not being authentic about it, right? So that's the more important, right? Now, see, one of the things is that, as I told the example that I have experienced, and now I do that purposefully. If I go somebody and he's working, I want to talk about it. Say, hey, I'm listening. Tell me. I don't talk. Guys, I think looks like your work is more important. You can finish and I'll wait to speak because I really wanted him to be listen me, right? But earlier it never used to be. Over the period of time, I build this, right? So you find people that say, hey, and it's not like they're purposefully doing it. There might be the importance is more important. Work is more important. You can always say, I'll wait for your work to finish and then we'll talk. Because that is what happens. When you connect, it is not about just, communicating. It is more about understanding his thought process. Somebody were talking about 30,000 words, right? So there's just somewhere that, certain statics where it says, it's not about words you speak, it's about a body language you speak. Body language matters. So most of the time when you connect, how you communicate is also matter a lot, right? So remember, you know, the people, when you're connecting, one thing what they're looking is that people listen to me. So people who have these kind of problem, right? They always think, okay, I'm giving so much idea, but why people are not listening me? Why people are not able to follow me? Why people are not able to understand me, right? Sometimes हम भी सोचते हैं ना ऐसा हो जाता है, अरे इसको समझ में नहीं आ रहा, because the first point itself is we could not able to connect at the first place. So important for us, and I think Silpa will give a couple of examples when you're connecting with kids. It's a matter that we have connected them by listening them more empathic way rather than just communicating and shouting, right? So those are the things. Always remember 3 things are important. The people who would like to, the people who always looking is that what is that, do you care for me? Do you can you help me, and can I trust you? Do you care for me? Can you help me, and can I trust you? So most important, connecting is not about me, connecting is about others, right? So this is my learning. I'm learning, I'm implementing, and I'm not a perfect, right? When I'm reading and something happened, I'm thinking what went wrong and how I can overcome. And that is the way I'm learning. And I'm sure you can learn too. You want to go?
Yeah. I mean, especially when Akash is talking, I always get so many ideas, and suddenly जो मैंने सोचा था वो छोड़ के मैं कुछ और share कर देती, because in continuation with whatever he's sharing, you know. So one of the things, like, you know, out of many things that he talked about, one very important rule of good communication is using the other person's name more often.
Yeah.
You know, simple, बहुत ही simple है, लेकिन कई बार हम miss कर जाते हैं. Or second thing is not abbreviating the name of the person, you know. So let's say I'm talking to Srinivas, then it is so easy to call him Srini, right? But taking a consent and calling him Srini versus just calling him Srini, there is a difference, and you know that makes a lot of difference in every culture. आप किसी भी culture में हो, आप किसी भी culture के लोगों से बात कर रहे हो, if you take the effort in pronouncing their name correctly, if you take the effort of seeking a permission to abbreviate their name, you know, you'll always have a different connect with that person. Okay, so that's one simple thing. Okay, like Akash was talking about something, and I suddenly remembered, you know, last week we were traveling, and you know, our suitcase weight was, I think, 4 kgs more than the recommended weight allowance, you know. And Akash kept talking to the girl who was doing the check-in, and she didn't even bother कि हमारा luggage 4 kgs आता है. You know, so that's connect, you know. So connecting helps in every way, you know. I mean, this is, I'm not saying don't be flattery, don't be buttering people and all that. That's not connect. Okay, but you know, he generally happened to talk about something about Diwali, and you know, the airport is so overcrowded, and you guys are doing a great job of you know, processing so many check-ins or something, you know, just 1 or 2 words. But then the girl was so busy talking that she did not even realize that our luggage was 3-4 kgs overweight. Okay, so connect helps everywhere. In fact, there's one story, I don't know whether it is in this book or some book, you know, but I'll tell you, it's such a simple story, but it's so powerful. So there is this ice factory plant or some factory, okay, and there's this employee who all the time, you know, whenever the shift ends, you know, everyone is coming out of the gate, and there is a gatekeeper who's just sitting there on the chair, you know. I mean, he's sitting there in the chair for years together, and there's this one employee out of the 400-500 employees who are working in that factory. There's only one person who says bye to this gatekeeper every day. It's such a simple or a silly thing to do, you know, but that's the connection this you know, gatekeeper has with this employee. And one day that person has not said bye to him, and this is bothering the gatekeeper. How come this person didn't say bye to me? Why did I miss him today? You know, what happened? And then he's just thinking harder and harder, and he realizes, I think this person did not come out of the factory today, because he's missing that bye from the person. And then he takes the initiative and he goes in every unit of the factory, and then he realizes in one unit this person was stuck, and that is why he did not come out. And that one gesture of saying hello to this person actually saved the life of that person. So it's a connect again, right? I mean, there are 500 people coming out of the unit every single day, multiple times in a day for years together. But how come this gatekeeper remembers only this person? It's a food for thought. So connect means, having a unsaid, unwired connection. So connect is very important, and that needs to be developed. So it does not happen on its own, but it has to be developed. So many times you come across people, they say, oh, main to aisa hi hu, but then we can change. Main to aisa hi hu is very natural, but then we can change. And how do we change it? By inculcating certain habits or certain things.
Good habits.
So for example, there are some 5 or 6 things that the author talks about here. I'll read it out to you. It says you got to have integrity. How will you know that you have integrity? Did I do my best? So like this person, did he do his best by saying hello or bye to that gatekeeper? He did. He was, and that's integrity. So whenever you get an option to connect, whenever you get an option to speak, whenever you have option to do something, did I do my best? That's something which will develop the integrity in you, and that is something which will start developing connections with people. Okay. The other thing the person talks about is expectations. Did I meet the expectations of people whom I'm addressing? Or did I please my sponsor, for example? Isn't it important? Because you don't have to be buttering, you don't have to be flattering, but definitely one word of appreciation can definitely help improve the morale of the connection that you're having. If let's say, and you must have seen many good speakers, many good brand ambassadors, they would definitely applaud for the sponsor. It's not like if they don't applaud, then the sponsor will not the contract will not get renewed. It's not that. What is important is having a cordial relationship, and that can happen only when you have one word of applause here and there, consciously. Okay. Relevance. Did I speak relevant? How do you know you spoke relevant or not? Did I understand and relate to the audience? If I understand the pain points or understand the logic or understand the requirements from my audience, that's when I'll be relevant to them. If I won't, then I won't be relevant to them. Then it will be like overhead transmission. जैसे होता है ना कई बार, कोई CEO आया, बात किया और चला गया. तो कुछ कनेक्ट ही नहीं हुआ, लेकिन उसी ऑडियंस में कुछ लोग होते हैं, they are like really inspired by the CEO. How does that happen? Because of the relevance again. Value. Did I add value to the people? And then application. Did I give people some points to implement? Did I give them some game plan? Did I give them something to act upon? That is when I'm giving, or I'm creating a connect with people. See, for example, I'll tell you, application में एक अच्छा story याद आया मुझे. Last week when we were on a family vacation, my niece was getting angry on something which my son was doing. Okay, so the action we gave to her was, every time my son is bothering her, she has to just take a deep breath and count till 10. Okay, and now this is such a silly thing, we all have heard about it, we all have done, but every time my son was troubling her, she was getting violent about it, and we had to hold her and tell her, hold on, count 10, and we were counting with her. After 4 or 5 times doing this, my niece started counting. She was in a hurry, but she would count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I had to teach her, tick tick 1, tick tick 2, like that you have to count till 10. And then she started implementing that too over a period of time. So it is very important. So of course, we developed a great connection with each other because I gave her something to work upon and helped her implement it also. Okay, and the last is change. Did I make any difference when I connected with that person? Did I make any difference in their life? By sharing my knowledge, my experience, or my advice, or my inputs. It's up to them whether to take them or not. But did I do my best? So these are some of the pointers which the author talks about, and consciously, if we start working on these pointers, that's when we will start developing good connect with people. And good connect need not be, it cannot happen in one day. It's a slow process, it's a gradual process, but every time you do something, and it becomes a characteristics, it becomes your habit. Like, Akash did not have to take extra effort to connect with the lady at the airport counter, because it's like his nature, so it's the same with the helper who comes at home. It's the same with the lady at the check-in counter also, so it becomes consciously or unconsciously, it becomes you, it becomes your way of living, it becomes your way of behavior. And that is what communication is so important, because it helps you in every aspect of your life, not only just with kids or with boss or with apartment people, but everywhere it helps you, so every time you have to consciously think of some of these things, did I help or did I do any of these things consciously? And that will help you develop a good connect, that will help you have people would look forward. Like they say, right, there are some people, the party starts when people enter the hall, why does it happen with only few set of, certain people, and why does it not happen with other set of people? If you actually notice, it's only these things, because they say you can be most wonderfully dressed person in the party hall, but moment you open your mouth is when the reality happens, and that is the time when you are actually, when you're connecting, when you're a connector, then the party starts there, but when you're not a connector, then people, just want to run away from you, so what I mean to say is, that's how important it is. It need not be something very, very big achiever only can be a good connector. A simple housewife, a simple child, a simple, entry-level engineer can also be a great connector. So to be a great connector, you don't have to be senior in life or senior in corporate. You just have to be a good listener. And with these questions, if you ask, did I do my best? Did I add value? Did I give any game plan? Did I do any course correction in a very pleasant manner? Did I make a difference in the people's life whom I'm connecting with? These are some simple things which will help you develop good connect. And then over a period of time, these simple connects, which start with a simple hi or a hello, they become thick friendships. Just remember when we were in school or college, the first hi or hello that we did to someone who's sitting next to you, that person is your life partner today. Right? So, that's our story, but that's the story with many of you. It can be life partner, it can be, closest friends, but it all started with a simple hi or a hello without expecting anything in return. Right? So that's how great relationships or great connects are built over a period of time as you, exchange, as you start connecting at deeper levels, and one step at a time. It does not happen in one go, but it happens over a period of time. So multiple connects over multiple periods of time create bonds forever. Right? So I think
great. So all mila ke same thing is that connection is important, and connection is not about you, connection is about others. Because when you connect, you build a rapport. When you build a rapport, you build a relation. When you build a relation, they'll start listening, and what happened end of the day, you become influencing them. So wonderful. I see Alok has joined. So Alok, you want to say hello to everybody? Go ahead and just introduce yourself.
Hi guys. So I'm Alok. I was referred by Savannah, and thank you for having me over into this group. So I just got bits and pieces of what you guys were talking about. It's more like a few points I would like to take from what you spoke. You need to understand and you need to be relevant with that person, whatever you're talking to that person. So if you have to establish a connect with somebody, you need to speak relevantly to that person. And other things is keep it simple, keep it uncomplicated. You don't have to speak fancy words, fancy vocabulary, just to connect to that person, that sort of a thing. But I'm looking forward to join this group and get a lot of more learnings into this. Thanks, Akash.
Great. Alok, you are in Toronto?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Wonderful. What's time right now? And how is weather?
It's cold and it's morning 7:30.
Yeah. Good to know that. Welcome, man. Wonderful. Very nice. So looking forward every week, guys. Make sure, Alok, I'm not sure whether you're part of the channel, Telegram channel. If you do not have, please add yourself, ask the person who's invited you, right? Shruti, you have something? You want to say something?
Yeah, just one point I wanted to make, that it is very important to make one feel important, right? And it's one thing, like, you know, when we have connection, I mean, connection, not one way, mutual connection, there are no boundaries. So I just wanted to quote the recent experience that I had just 1 week back. So I am from the QA background, and usually there is a tug of war between the developers and the QA for whatever reason, right? I mean, not a literal tug of war, but whatever are the minor, there are some boundaries, right? So there was this case where we had to meet, achieve a deliverable as a team, a scrum team, and there I had to take leave also. I had my planned leave, and there I feel that connection played so well, because the development team came back saying, Shruti, you please take leave. We don't mind. We will extend the support and get the task done. And that is where I felt, okay, now this is where, you know, the rapport really works. I mean, boundaries really don't matter when rapport is built. So I just remembered and thought of quoting it actually.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Very nice.
Great, guys. So please, continue reading this book, and next week we're looking forward to share more learning, and I'm looking forward to hear from you, right? And don't worry, Arya, if you do not have, if you have procrastination, things like that, just make sure you read only one page, one side of one page, and you will able to start loving the book, and you will start developing these habits. So I'm sure we had a great time, and if anybody wants to share something else, we'll call out the day.
Akash, we have to start from the first chapter, or the people have, is there anything have been completed and you have to start?
No, so what we have done is that we have read around 3 chapters, everybody.
3 chapters,
Generally,
okay.
since we have lost 1 week, we have to stretch, because I generally wanted to keep one book a month, correct? So we have to finish this book in this month, and you can come and share about your learning. So like I said, yeah.
Next week will we start from 4th chapter?
Yes. But important is not about 4th chapter. Probably I will talk about 4th chapter, but if you the important is to learn the skill body writing. So you learn and you come, hey, this is I learned it from this. You could probably finish 6th chapter. Probably you can finish first 3 chapter, which is okay. But learning, which is, I'm not behind finishing 100 books a year, which a lot of people are promoting. Rather than I finish 5 books, but I learn from those books and they start implementing in my day-to-day is matter more to me. Correct? Quality matter. I'm again a quality guy. So
got it. Thank you. Thanks.
Great, wonderful, guys. Have a nice weekend, and then see you next week. Correct? And I'm sure you are having a following already, Reading Nation channel, which is Start Reading Nation, and Reading Nation in Instagram. So see you and take care, and bring more and more people, and we have a lot of fun. Yes, Alok, you want to say something?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just
no, that's okay. No worries. All right, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
I want to convey many thanks to you for hosting this wonderful session. I strongly feel that this session is going to add more value to the people who is going to be part of this session in future. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I felt the same today. First time I joined, I got really motivated, and I don't want to miss the coming the sessions. Really, I learned a lot from all the people. It's really very great and honored to invite. I am very thankful to invite us. For this group.
Sure, anytime.
Yeah.
Most welcome. Great to have all of you, and we look forward to have you all again next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.